I'm gonna tickle, 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 I'm gonna tickle, tickle you. You're gonna giggle, 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 you're gonna giggle.
What is up, my Tickle Me crew? This is Chad here, and it's time for another episode of Q&A with Chad. This is going to be episode 15, and it's going to be kind of a short episode as there weren't very many questions. So guys, please don't forget to leave your questions in the comments below for next week's episode so that I have more questions next time. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the questions. Newbie1F asks, how do you see your future as of now? Personally, I hope that I have graduated college in the near future and that I have at least somewhat of a successful job, and maybe later on down the road getting a family, having some crazy kids, and yeah, hopefully I'm quite successful in my life. Maple Sea Nightlord asks, are there any Nightlords in your server? Of course there are, and I am friends with a couple of them. Tom Walsh asks, have you ever played any sports? If yes, which ones did you do and why did you quit? If no, why not? And he also asks, do you make any money at all from YouTube at the moment? When I was way younger, like 5 or 6 years old, I actually played baseball and football, but I never really liked baseball, so I kind of stuck with football. And I played football on up to my high school years. I quit after an injury sophomore year to my shoulder, and after that I haven't really played any sports. As for your other question, do I make any money on YouTube? Yes, recently I actually got partnered, so yes, I do make a little money. These next 3 questions are by PlaysInBoxer, and he asks, if your Phantom was real, would you have him use double penetration or mill on your dick? I would use mill because it attacks faster, and since it's your Phantom, it makes the attacking more enjoyable, and the damage is very high. Also, since you have 100% crit rate, the attack will be very effective. Personally, I think I would be more into the double penetration. Your next question is, when I first joined the Tickle Me crew, did you think that I was going to become your ultimate stalker? No, I didn't know that anybody was going to become my ultimate stalker. Your last question was, were you expecting to get a stalker when you first started making MapleStory videos? I kind of figured that I might get, people asking personal questions about me. As far as getting a stalker, no, I didn't really expect that I would get a stalker per se. But dude, you were doing a great job. I mean, you already found my personal Facebook, you found my Skype. I mean, you don't get much more stalkerish than that. So dude, I just gotta applaud you. I mean, you practically know more about me than my mom does. Logan Satu asks, how old are you? I am 20 years old. Katakichi DB asks, which are better, Legos or Mega Bloks? Personally, when I was growing up, I grew up on Legos, and I don't even think I've ever owned Mega Bloks, so I'm going to be biased here and go with Legos. Young Itali asks, can you twerk? In parentheses, if you haven't tried, try it now. Have you ever been to a gaming tournament? And what other MapleStory world would you consider playing in? No, I cannot twerk, and no, I've never tried it, and I'm not going to. Have I ever been to a gaming tournament? Yes, I've been to a couple gaming tournaments. When I was little, I used to go to Pokemon card gaming tournaments, HeroClix, Super Smash Brothers, stuff like that. And I actually did pretty well, except the HeroClix tournament, because I absolutely sucked at that game. Most of you probably don't even know what HeroClix is. It was kind of like a little board game, but with like Marvel and DC characters and stuff. It was actually pretty fun, but I just sucked at it. Your last question was, what other MapleStory world would I consider playing in? I would probably go with Kaini or Bara because I actually have friends that play in both of those servers, so I guess I couldn't really go wrong with either way. Alright guys, that was the end of this very short Q&A. Thank you so very much for watching and asking your questions, guys. Please again remember to leave your questions in the comments below for next week's episode. And let's try to get more questions this time. This one was kind of a disappointment. But anyway, like, favorite, subscribe, comment, ask your questions below, and toodles.